It should be unlocked for you now.
Oh, cool. Oh dear God, that is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, he the guy whose name is on it, Quasi, he does really good runs, like really good instructions. Except that people just don't listen. Like I've always listened, but a lot of other people haven't. So like every run I've had has been shit.
Oh, that's frustrating.
It is.
Alright, Kezi, can you put up summoning portal up? Thank you.
How much gold you got?
Not enough. Oh, Jim is already doing stuff. Look at that.
You want that person in queue?
Yeah, I'm talking to him. I just don't want a repeat of last week where people weren't, you know, I didn't tell people that we were probably going to wipe, you know.
Yeah.
And then everyone just like bails like
Yeah.
around the ship.
Yeah. I mean, we've been very lucky because we have had some great people like, oh, hey, thanks, sticking around with us. Yeah, see, I said that. Huh?
How many times do I have to summon you?
See, that I said that to that person and they're like, yep, nope. Okay then. Sometimes I think people don't read the descriptions, you know? Like, I try to put it in the description, hey, thanks.
So yeah, so I guess it's deranged on Heimdall and melee on Herja.
Correct. They have to. Their health has to go down at approximately the same rate.
Yeah, that's right. They have to be what, 25% together, or whatever it is.
So if one's going down too fast, people need to switch over to the other. Or stop on one and switch over to the other, and try to keep them even. So you had there's a lot of stuff in this fight where you have to pay attention to what the other group is doing.
As long as they're within 5% of each other, we get them down in time.
Well, I'll keep an eye on it and call it out.
Keep an eye on you.
Did you summon? Is it Malia or Mala? I'm sorry if I mess it up.
Yeah, we did. They were in Taurus. I don't know what's going on.
My eyes suck, so
Okay, we're good.
Alright. Jim explained everything. Does anybody have any questions on the fight?
I think the only thing different on this one is, besides the runes, is they pop out every now and then. We just gotta keep them apart from Odin.
Yeah.
They have to take 15% damage, and then they disappear.
Oh, I'm gonna put a cauldron down too.
That should go to that last person, too.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Did we want to put the markers on the runes that match with the colors? Just make life easier for people.
And then we just use those for the tanks. We don't really seem to have too much trouble with that.
Did you say you put down a cauldron?
No, I am.
It just came out really loud out of Kristen's speakers and it scared the piss out of me.
Alright, give me 1 second to turn my volume down since it's freaking really loud. And then I'll put, can we summon the Demon Hunter? And then I will put a cauldron down.
How many flasks?
1.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Are we going to assign groups to each side?
We're doing melee on moon and ranged on triangle.
Okay. Do you have an even balance of melee and ranged, or how many do we have?
That's actually a good question.
Don't really need to have an even balance. You just have to make sure that their health goes down evenly so people can switch to the other side if one's not going too fast enough or too fast.
Historically, our Heimdall has gone down slower than Herja, so just a heads up, just keep an eye on Heimdall's health so that way. And Jim will call it out. Because he's better at
Chaos
that.
was usually over on Heimdall's side.
Was he?
On his warrior, yeah. We'd have one melee over there. With a lot of DPS.
Alright.
I think Footers is going to go on to Heimdall's side because it's almost double DPS on the right side.
Just move out. on the one attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, back.
No problem.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
None can stand against Ayer's chosen.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Gonzalez needs more DBS. Like hers is way longer.
Stack of shield of light.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done so far.
Alright, you ready for it?
But I will judge for myself whether you
I think
are
the first
worthy.
add down is Herja.
Can you give a recap of the mechanics while we're doing this for people?
Yeah, when you get a rune over your head and there's an ad, you have to go stand on that color so you can kill it. When you get a swirly rune around you, you have to run over that to get a shield so you don't die.
Hell, you won't be as gentle as I.
Avoid the balls.
4,
Switch to her.
2, 1.
Fall in line.
Stack shield of light.
Yeah, like we have to kill Hersha, right?
Yeah, switch.
15%.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, get ready to run to rune to kill the ad.
The ads only die once you're stacked on your correct runes, so make sure you kill them.
Okay, now you have the little runes around you. You have to run to that color to get a shield.
Behold the power granted me by the Titans! It seems I have been too gentle.
The racist power. Just don't stand on the white stuff in the ground.
Fury of the storm.
Now when you get a rune over your head, you want to stack have it and stack away from there.
2, 1.
Keep your wits about you. Get back up.
When do we lost it?
Yeah, we lost right now, dude. Get ready to move. We're gonna go to the other side, I think.
A shocking weakness. Feel the fury of the storm. Enough! Your
Nice.
worth is proven. With you as my champion,
Can you zone out while you have the buff, or
then
no?
I will at long last be free
Can you
of the
zone out of the
curse
instance
that
with the
binds
buff
me.
on, or does it fall off?
I think it
But
comes off. I'll be honest though, I've never tried it, so I am not sure.
Tell me of your battles. May your
I
battles
haven't
be
done hell yet
glorious.
either, so I don't think it would really matter.
That's true.
oh, I see. Yeah, because I'm like spec the wrong talents. I don't have a tomb. I don't think tomb's pretty fine.
Oh, you know, I really wish that they would enable cross round. Like, I understand why they don't, but it's so frustrating.
So for the corner fight, the tank's going to tank you facing into the wall, and then nobody's going to soak breaths. We're just going to burn time. Avoid melee should stack together so that we get the jump, so we don't kill healers. So healers kind of try to stay away from melee, and avoid the run around.
Yeah, the jumping and the running part. An issue that I had when I was in progression is confusing when like he was about to run and when he was jumping.
Don't go down the stairs. We get the ones on top first.
Oh yeah, we have a propensity to pull everything
long as you don't like die, these guys. By like some chance we actually do one shot this stuff, you know? I don't want to like die in cash.
I mean, it would be amazing if we did,
I don't
but
know. But I'm not expecting it.
yeah.
It'd just be like, hey, we did it somehow. It'd be kind of funny.
Yes.
To be fair, this is one of the hardest fights like I've ever seen.
It is.
Oh yeah. Did you watch Method's kill video? When the world first kill?
Yeah.
I haven't, no.
It was really stressful. It was really stressful watching it. Like guilds had to exploit a cheat just to kill the boss. It was basically unkillable.
Yep. Alright, we all good?
I believe so.
Awesome.
It's too far away. Beware, champions.
Do I kill Zab behind us or
Kalia's
no?
realm is guarded by a savage beast, bred from the stuff of nightmares.
So like, I think we have to assign people to colors, or I forget.
Nope.
Nope.
Ignore the colors.
Yeah, the
Just
tanks
burn
are
them.
gonna face them into the off the bridge or into the wall and then run out. Nobody's gonna stand in the colors, so we don't have to worry about the dispel. And melee should stack together and range should spread out. So
Yeah,
that
can you explain the leap to people? Because I think that's what screws over a lot of deaths, the leap.
yeah,
It jumps
so
on the largest group of people. It's that simple. He jumps on the largest group of people. It should be the melee.
yeah, so melee should be stacked, range should be spread a little bit. Not,
5 yards.
Yeah, not with the melee at all.
If you type /range 5, it'll
Yeah,
pop
what-
up a little DBM thing. Just stay 5 yards away from everybody else if you're range.
And then be careful when Guarm does the charge, he leaps to like one of the corners, and then be careful with the hitbox on it because it's larger than people think sometimes. Don't get greedy is what I'm saying. And then just repeat after that.
Yeah, might as well just lust on both.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jump.
There aids me.
tried to do the mechanics, and we like died horribly because we're like, oh, we have no clue what the heck we're doing. And then we read just that you could just ignore it and just burn him down, and we were like, all right. For us, our motto in this guild is every fight's a tank and spank fight. That's pretty much it.
Oh boy.
Dark Sarah's need to be burned down in the tanks first, because they can hurt you.
Oh no! Odin's might.
So I think the hardest thing that's gonna go on with this fight is explaining orbs to people and how the positioning for orbs works.
We actually had that down pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
It's the phase 2 one.
Yes. Phase 2 is brutal. We have yet to get into phase 3. We spent a lot of time in phase 2.
That's like the ad phase, right? I forget.
Yes.
The tentacles.
The tentacles, yeah.
And like that green stuff that spawns on the ground. I forget how that works. So.
Yeah, that's the stuff that just needs to get washed away.
I know that, so for phase 2 there's like a path that we go, like we start at one side of the stairs and then go to the other, I'm guessing? That's...
I think you're supposed to split into 2 groups.
Yeah, you split,
Yeah, we
split
do.
into 2 groups.
Because the tentacles have to get in.
Evenly as in tentacles on both sides, or just tentacles in the back or something?
Now there's one on
There's
each
only
platform.
like 2 at a time. Oh god. I'm gonna tell you.
What is this fear? Let's not die.
It's a bone-chilling scream. It has to be interrupted.
I need to get closer.
It's like just troll players, it kills you instantly.
Pretty much.
I think as long as we just set up groups, then we should be able to be fine. We just kill them quick enough before anything bad happens.
You have earned an eternity of
Yeah,
torment.
what my previous groups did was somebody, the leader would look at the DPS chart for Guarm and then separate people based on their DPS so they were about even.
Okay. Alright, so purple's gonna be where ranged is gonna be, and then when right before the orbs come out, melee's gonna run there, so that when the orbs come out, everybody that has the orb in the off tank needs to be over here as well, not on their way, but here when the orbs come out. They're gonna run up and around, up the platform, and then jump back down. That'll cause the orbs.
Can you mark the person that's talking right now? Just mark the person that's talking.
I need to target something.
Yeah, so yeah, it's the blue square. So everybody right before the orbs come out, about 5 seconds, needs to be here. The 3 people that get the orbs, I think the first one is a ranged healer in off tank, and then it switches. But if everybody's there, it's fine. Then you run and you run up the platform and then jump back down. That'll cause the orbs to follow you, and they'll dissipate before they can do any damage. If you do not get an orb, you run towards the green area so that there's a clear path for them to run up, and then once the orbs are gone, you go back. Melee runs back up to the boss, range goes back to diamond, and tanks do their thing. There will be tentacle slams on the ground. Those need to be soaked.
That's the purple circles, right? The purple circles?
No, the tentacle.
No, that's phase 3.
The tentacle slam is like a square, like smoke area on the ground where these giant tentacles come up and slam the ground. They need to have somebody in them to soak them. Otherwise, it'll do raid-wide damage.
Well, somebody with immunities can soak them, or multiple people can, because it splits the damage.
There should be 3 at the same time, so one at the back needs to be immunity, and the ones at the front can be shared.
She'll also do, so keep an eye out for those. If you're ranged, watch for the back. If you're melee, watch for the front. If you have, anything that can do damage reduction, use it, soak them. She'll cast Bile Breath, which will put slimes on the ground. Those need to be burned down as fast, or as low as possible, as feasibly possible, because when they explode, they do damage based on what health they have.
Yeah.
So if you can kill them, great. Don't just focus on one, though. Try to get as many as you can to get all of them down, because it's a cumulative thing. I think, is it at 60%?
66, I think.
60, yeah,
I
so
don't remember.
mid-60s. She's going to go into phase 2. She'll back away and start summoning adds. There'll be 2 tentacles up at a time. There'll be 2 up, 1 on each platform. And then there'll be a mist caller or something like that that spawns in the center of the platform up here. What we've been doing is having the DKs death grip them, because it interrupts their cast without them immediately starting it again. And then trying to burn them down at the tentacles. I think the tentacles have to go down close to each other.
About 10 seconds, within 10 seconds of each other.
So we need to keep an eye on that.
You should get like 2 DKs on either side, 2 or 3 on either side.
Yeah, well, you only need 1, I think, to burn that caller down, because she's pretty, it's the Mistweaver? Let me look and see.
Mist Watcher.
Yeah, it's the Heliar Mist Watcher. And then there'll be 2 other adds, a Grime Lord and a... No, do not interrupt or silence, because it does raid-wide damage every time you do it. Yeah, because they'll just start doing it again, and the more we have, the worse it is for us. There'll be a Grime Lord and a Mariner, 1 on each side. Kill them. I'm not sure exactly. Like, the Grime Lord does an AoE around him that does a lot of damage.
The ad should be priority over the tentacles, always.
Sorry, say that again?
The ads should be priority over the tentacles, always.
Yeah.
I think the ground is a lot like the fire aids in Antorus, so if you could spread, that would be beautiful.
The fetid rot will spread to another player and then do double damage, and then spread to somebody else and do like quadruple damage. So if you get fetid rot on you, you have to be away from people, otherwise you'll spread it.
Yeah, so the Grime Lord will be on the X side first, over on the other side, and the Mariner will be on the Diamond side over on this platform. And the second time they come out, it's flipped. So the whole thing is that mostly ranged is going to be on the X side to start, so that they can stay spread out and still attack the Grime Lord. And then the third time they come, or the second time they come out, the groups switch sides, so that way there's still a mostly ranged on the Grime Lord to prevent the fetid rot.
Like, if you have the fetid rot, do not be on top of the platform, but like, don't be afraid of the waves.
No.
They don't do that much damage.
That's not fetid rot, that's decay. I think you're thinking of, right? The stuff that drops on the ground.
That's from the skeletons.
Yeah, the decaying minions will spawn like down in the area, so we need to not be up on the platform so we can burn them down so that it gets washed away and doesn't cover the platform with stuff. After the tentacles up here are killed, there'll be 2 that'll spawn down directly below them on those spires that are sticking up right next to Helia, and then I think there's 1 or 2 in the back after that. There will be, I think, one point where there's a mist caller in the center. Same thing, DK, just grab it and interrupt it. And then I guess phase 3 is just a reiteration of phase 1, but faster.
There's also
And we say last for
purple-
last phase too.
There's the purple petals you have to stand in for the last phase.
Oh, well.
Those have to get soaked.
Yes.
Is it a single soak, or can multiple people?
I think it's a single.
It's single, yeah.
So don't double up on it.
Did we address the disease debuff? Or the magic one, rather?
I don't think so.
No. Dispelling the debuff. That should be the green triangle.
Yeah.
When you need to be dispelled.
If you have Taint of the Sea or whatever, run to the green triangle.
You will drop something bad on the ground if you're standing in the group when it goes off.
That would be bad.
And I'm the only priest, so there's only one mass to spell.
I don't think Taint... Oh, never mind, it does.
Just be careful, Death Knights, to not AMS it on top of people. Is that what to spell it?
Yeah. Probably just don't use AMS for this fight.
Yeah, take it off your bars.
Unless you get caught in the cutter.
Oh, I've been sitting here whispering the wrong person.
Who are you whispering?
Someone from another guild.
Oh my god.
So,
trying to explain everything to you.
Groups 2 and 4 are going to be on the inside to begin with. For phase 2, groups 1 and 3 will be on, the diamond side. And then after, when the second one happens with the gremlins, I think there's like 3 phases of ads. There's the first 2, and then there's all the ones in the lower part, and then another Grime Lord and stuff come up where we have to switch sides and bring them up to the top and do the same thing, but on opposite sides. But I'll try to... Go ahead.
Before we start, can you give a recap of positioning in phase 1 and 3 again for people, just a recap of it?
Right, melee is going to be in front of diamond up by the boss. Ranged is going to be on diamond. The active tank will be on X, or in that general direction. So that way the slimes are kind of away from the diamond, or maybe more towards the center or on that side. I'll call out when the orbs are getting ready to come up. Everybody and the off tank and everybody else should be on diamond when that is cast. If you do not have an orb, run away towards triangle, towards the green triangle, and if you have the orb, there'll be 3 of you. You will run up and over and up this platform and then jump down. And then once the orbs have cleared the diamond area, range can go back to diamond, melee can run back up to the boss. So melee will kind of like run like a half circle, like around this way, oh I'm running, and then run through, basically through green back up towards the boss. And that should give you enough section.
Okay.
Also, we lost third phase.
Yeah, and lost his third phase. So
yes,
I'll try to call it out as I see it. If I miss something, sorry. Healers get selected on their own. It's going to be DPS gets selected, off tank, and a healer. So the first DPS will be a range, the second DPS will be a melee, and then it goes back and forth.
Oh, also, as a healer, once you've been selected, I believe you have 2 orbs before you can be selected again. So you have a little bit of a breathing room. But I think that's just for healers.
Does anybody have any questions?
So you, can you tell me again how you wanted the group split? So you said range goes to the left the first time, and then the second time?
For the orbs? Oh no, for the phase 2?
Because in every other group I did, they just kept the groups the same. They didn't have people switch.
Are you talking in phase 2?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean they just kept the groups the same?
Oh yeah,
Like,
where are healers going?
Like they just said groups 2 and 4 go left or right. Each
on the
time
left.
they went up to the platform.
they just
Each
stayed
time they
up
go
on
to
the
the platform.
So they just stayed on the same side. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, every other group I did it that way. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's how we did it initially the first time. So I mean, it's not a big deal. We can do it that way.
I just wanted to make sure that I do the right thing because that's what I'm used to. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, well, we can try that. It's just if you're attacking the Grime Lord, make sure you stay 5 yards. So get that 5-yard range check up because you need to be spread out a little bit when it's on you.
Okay, and we should have healers on each side. Mezzy and Jeremy on one side, and Tweezers and Vielle on the other side.
So, I'm sorry, I was just whispering. So we're just staying right side if we start right
Yeah.
side. Okay.
Yes, that's correct, Yargon.
I'm confident we'll be fine. As long as we're like explaining stuff as we're fighting, because people might get a little like stressed out. So as long as we sort of give recaps, like sort of little recaps while we're fighting, it'll keep it together.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready.
Alright, it's all clear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drown in despair, lapdogs of Odin!
Orbs are coming up in 5 seconds.
4, 3,
Tremble! Quake!
Kill slimes. Use dragon breath. DK.
Mine forever!
4, 3, 2,
Pressing that heal.
1.
Orbs are coming up, everybody back to diamond.
2, 1.
Darkness upon your soul! Another soul drowned!
Yeah, the green debuff guy.
Yeah, somebody's me.
Relish the cold kiss of the sea!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let the shadows take you! Mine forever! Drain your attention!
3, 2, 1.
Just practice it.
Soon you will join the ranks of my Cavaldir! Break upon the waves!
Slow down on the tentacle on the right side.
It's too far away.
You can still do this, just less DPS. Think we got them all? Oh, there's just one to the left and one to the right in the corners.
Your doom lurks within the fog. Beware. Beware. On the waves. Beware.
I think the way it goes up to that. I was like, can you explain the tentacles dying at the same time again?
Don't they have to die within 10 seconds?
If they
of
don't,
each other to do damage?
right, if they don't go down together, then her health is higher at phase 3.
Wait, is it like the top and bottom have to die within each other, or is it left or right?
So it's the top right and left, the bottom right and left. It's whatever is two are up at the same time. So initially when they start, you got the two up top. Both of those need to go down or die within 10 seconds of each other. Then the ones on the bottom spawn, those have to die. I'm not sure where there's some in the back. During the,
You have
I don't remember seeing.
No, the ones in the back come out last. They're the last set. So it's top two platforms, and then front two, and then top two platforms, and then back two. In that order.
So we had a couple people die on the orbs. So just remember, if you're melee on that second set, stand by moon right now. See the tank is standing by the purple diamond. Stand there, wait for the orb, and then run back with it. And if you don't have it, run away. Again, don't be in it.
Yeah, so the first set of orbs is ranged, tank, and healer. So melee do not have to run back for that. The off tank.
What I noticed is that the second orbs were not called out, and so I didn't happen to notice that they were about to come out, so I didn't run towards the thing. And what they did in some of these other groups is they actually put down two markers. They put a ranged marker here, and then they put a melee marker up here, and so all the range stacked on this one and all the melee stacked on the other one for their orbs, instead of all stacking on the same one. So that everybody could make sure that they were in the right place. So it basically melee stayed on their marker the entire time, and then range stayed on their marker the entire time, whether they had orbs or not, so that they were always in that place when the orbs were coming out.
The only problem with having range stacked between melee and the stairs is that melee have to run through the cutters to get up here, and that causes death. Unless range is standing off to the side.
Well, that's what I mean. They had like the ranged one here, and then the melee one straight ahead, and then melee ran out over here, so it never touched the range. Not in like the ones we did.
They had range standing over here.
Range like yeah, like right where he's got purple, and then the melee marker was like right here ish.
Ah, okay.
So then everyone's always stacked on their spot, and then there's no confusion about it. So like melee doesn't have to remember to run back before the orbs. They're already in the right spot where they're able to fight. You know what I mean? We had a lock put up a gate from the melee spot to the stairs as well, so that people could port over.
That actually might be a good thing to do if Kezi could do that for us.
Yeah, like a gate to like right about here-ish, or like right, I forget exactly where it was. It was somewhere like over here-ish to the melee spot, so then melee could just take the gate to get past. So because it's a longer run for melee from up there. Of course, I could use sprint, but not everybody's got that, so. But then that so that that helps because then melee doesn't have to make sure that they run backwards first.
Yeah, we'll try that. Melee just stay on Moon, range will be on Diamond, and then the off tank will should be on Diamond for that, correct?
Yeah, the off tank and healers will have to go back and forth between the two markers just after. So like what we had them do is that after they dropped the orb, they went back down to the marker they were supposed to be. So range went back down to purple, and then the off tank and the healer went back down to the melee marker right after dropping the orbs, and they stayed there unless they had the taint, and they moved. And another thing, the other groups didn't have people run to a spot for the taint; they just had them drop it where they were, and then just kind of sidestep it to make sure that because it was more important to stay where the orbs are supposed to be set off.
Well, the dispels don't really seem to be happening anyways, so. We're just gonna have to heal through it regardless.
I did notice that we did have an issue soaking the tentacles though on the first set.
I think what they did for the soaking the tentacles, the tentacle that came from the left side, they had the tank soak that, and the tentacle from the right side, they had the range soak that.
So we just have to run up about this area?
The tentacles come out to about here-ish from both sides. It's like the brown, looks like kind of an earthquakey sort of thing, and there's two of them and they overlap. So like they had a druid tank take the one from the left by himself because he could mitigate it, and then they had the range take the one coming from this direction. And you have to be careful not to be standing in the other person's. Like you have to, because they overlap. So you have to like watch which one is which one, so you don't stand in the wrong one.
So when the tentacles are getting ready to come out, then ranged can just run over and...
Yeah, they soak that and then go back to their marker.
Okay.
And then I think they had a paladin soak the one in the back because he could bubble and take the thing by himself. But we've only got one paladin. Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can soak that one because I did it on the last thing. Just going bare with bark skin.
That too.
I have no problem doing that one.
Okay. The groups just emphasize staying close to your marker because the orbs come out. Then things like the taint can be, mostly avoided and mitigated, and was kind of what they were trying to explain to us. So like if you dispel and there's a bunch of taints right here, you go like here or like somewhere really close, and then immediately go back to your marker as soon as the taint is gone. If that makes sense. If that makes any sense. That's how they were describing it.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of just make sure you go back to your spot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Anything else, or should we give it another try? Oh, we feast. Hold on.
I'm sorry. So we stay in our spot, and then when we get the orb, do we still put it up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get the orb, you run it up you run it up the stairs, up the platform, and back, and then you go right back to your marker.
Okay.
Unless unless there's the tentacle out that you need to soak the tentacle, and then run back to their marker. You kind of just like basically in phase 1 and phase 3, you want to stick to your marker like blue, when possible. trying to explain it the way they did. They're so much more experienced than me.
Yeah. Also, with the tentacles, make sure that we take down the ad first and then the tentacles. But if you happen to see the tentacle, actually, we should probably call it out. If we call out to stop DPS on the tentacle, please stop DPS on the tentacle so that way we can try to get them to die within 10 seconds. Because I know on our side, ours went down a lot faster. So I don't know. Yes,
Well,
the ad is definitely greater than the
You can
tentacle.
pull the ad close to the tentacle if you can too.
The big one, when I pull him by the tentacle, he knocks me clear out to hers, or to Helya. And then some lightning, dark lightning, pulls me back up after I take some damage.
Oh, but it moves you back up?
I don't know what it was. It was a dark lightning was pulling me back up.
On Anchor Slam, because I think you can move out of it.
I don't know. Just trying to hold him over by the tentacle was too much. I put him by the Mistweaver so those two can get cleaved down together.
There's one move that he does that he puts on the tank that just follows the tank. Can't get away from it. But then he does an AoE too that you can avoid.
Alright, well then we will not attack the tentacles until both ads are down.
I can still cleave it. I've charged, so if he knocks me away, I just charge.
Yeah, no, but we can't do it on one side, not the other.
Do you on one side?
But not the other? That's rude.
The back side.
Oh my. It's that portion of the evening, is it? Okay. I think that means we're ready. Oh, not ready.
So just to be clear, we're going to keep the ads away from the tentacles now?
No, I pull it over. I just can't get it right up against it.
Okay.
The big guy. And I never had the little guy.
I guess we'll just make sure to pay attention to where the I'm not sure how everybody's UIs are set up. I use ElvUI, so of course it shows what both the health is for the tentacles. But I'm not sure. We'll call it out, I think.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your souls belong to me! Wait!
Melee wolves coming up.
2, 1.
Let the shadows take you! Another soul drowned!
These two.
Soon you will join the ranks of my Cavaldir!
4 left.
Your doom lurks within the fog!
If there's a DK on the right side, okay, never mind, it's dead. Okay, the ads are out. The left tentacle is not getting attacked, the right tentacle stopped. Right Alright, tentacles,
Stop.
stop, please.
Mine forever!
Missy's alone, by the way.
Just run down and kill the ads. There was a Mistweaver on the right side. We got tentacles up in the front, so run up to the front and start burning them down. On the bottom.
Both side,
We need
please.
people on the left side.
I'll keep guessing right.
Yeah, right, let's go to I first again.
Beware.
Tentacles back up
Within
top.
the fall.
There's gonna be a Mistweaver on the top, on the right side. And the left. Ads, big ads are out. Alright, work on those tentacles.
Better.
Tentacles are down in the back. There's a Mistweaver on the right, or Mistwatcher on the right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the left side. Alright, Mistweaver's down. Kill the ads by the tentacles. Tentacles are in the very back.
Start killing them.
Beware. Lurks within the
There's
fall.
a Mistwatcher up top, top right, and left.
Last one's down.
Alright, tentacles are back again, back outer. Now there's one in the back and one up top.
Beware.
Top on the left.
Lurks within the fall.
I got knocked
And
off.
there's Mistcaller on the right. There's a Mistcaller down at the bottom.
How many times do we do this?
I think this would be the last time, but the tentacles aren't on the same level.
Break upon the waves.
That's all the tentacles.
So tentacle up top.
I think they're upset because the first one didn't go on the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get a third platform stage if you don't get the tentacles down quite right.
Beware. Lurks within the fall.
Beware. But we got a little farther though.
Yeah. We're making progress.
Let me ask you something. The tentacles on the bottom, do we prioritize the ads on the bottom when they come out after we're done over the tentacles?
Only the Mistwatcher is priority.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the other ones are just the skeletons.
I have many lucky dudes, you like.
Is everyone in Discord?
You
No?
have earned an eternity of torment.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, because there's some people that were DPSing tentacles. We just called not to.
I almost ran into that fucking giant.
You can take him.
What? I have been drinking. Is that what you were asking?
I said you can take him.
Oh. Oops.
I have many, many wares.
Swear to God, I am going to cheer when we finally get her down. I'm just saying. I don't even care about Chosen, like Mezzy, like you were saying earlier today. I just want to get her down now.
I believe what I said was I want to kill her stupid face.
You did, yes. I am right on the same page with you. Yep, I will wait. So we are doing much better than we were doing before. I think we're getting used to the mechanics.
By the way, after you kill the tentacle on top, you can just drop off the side like we do with the orbs to get to the bottom tentacle.
Yes.
You don't have to run down the steps.
Is everybody clear on? I think everybody should be pretty clear on everything, right? We just need to stop DPS on the tentacles, so that way they go down together.
The tentacles that are on the right and on the left, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
The tentacles should ideally go down together. Otherwise, I believe we get respawns. I might be wrong about that, but I thought that we got respawn. When Gorguts gets back to Gorguts, I don't know how to say that, sorry. Then I will probably put down another cauldron too. And I will definitely put down another feast. Welcome back. All right, awesome.
This is for Flask and Feast. Make sure everybody's back.
Sorry, it put it down when I went to click ready. So, yeah. Eat up. And then I'll put a cauldron. I kind of wish they would have just taken out artifact power now that all of this has happened with the weapons and everything, because, man, it's a pain in the butt to have to keep selling it. I mean, I know it's free money, but it's a pain.
Can we just automatically
know.
convert the gold?
Yeah, right. That would be nice. Like, it like doesn't even hit your inventory. It just then it could just. I guess they could just give you the gold. I'd be okay with that.
Would make some world quests very underwhelming, though.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We're up to 77 now. I knew we were at 76, but it's gone up again.
I think like every day it goes up one.
Really?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right. 6 quadrillion artifact power.
Or like every 2 days or so it goes up a level.
We're gonna have more artifact power than the weight of the earth.
Right. All right, I'm gonna put a cauldron down. No problem.
I can't use that item yet.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Drown in despair, lapdogs of Odin! Tremble! Wait! Another soul drowned!
Four, three, two, one. Four,
Do I have your attention?
2, 1.
Let the shadows take you! Another soul drowned!
That was not good. Probably should just wait.
The tentacle wasn't absorbed.
There was a lot of taints getting dropped around and something.
The tentacle didn't get absorbed.
4, 3,
Should probably
2.
just to save time.
Let the
Just jump in the water. Water is not your friend.
Do I have your attention?
No, please, I will res us.
2, 1. Four.
Soon the halls of Valor will fall. Odin's last days are upon him!
No, like, how did 3 people die at the start?
Yeah, the orb got.
It was an orb.
Really? Didn't look like it was on anybody. I know the tentacle didn't get absorbed.
Many deals for a friend of the
Come,
like
mortals. You have earned an eternity of
Like,
torment.
do I realize to get another person?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Right back.
Okay. I love that laugh. It cracks me up every time.
I'm back.
Thanks, Gazzy. Yep, he's just gonna flip over to his character and he will be right in. Hey, Zimmalam.
Hello.
What up?
Oh, just flying around, putting out some fire.
Oh man. We're gonna summon you and everything.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Oh, so it's going well, huh?
Oh yeah. We are making progress, which is awesome.
That is awesome. I think I still have a quest in here.
You're probably not going to get it done here.
It says die 14 times to hell yeah, so I think we got it.
Oh yeah.
Be careful when you come in, because it looks like they're summoning you right on the edge of the pool, so don't go into the water.
Alright.
Just
I'll
look
be
before you
careful.
move.
Oh, I didn't even invite you. That would be helpful.
So how's this going? What's different in
I will explain it to you as soon as you get in and can see the markers.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
There is a cauldron over here.
Okay. Can you see me? Because I'm still loaded in.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay. Alright. Cauldron. Oh, I see it.
Okay, so melee is going to stand on Moon. So for phase 1, we'll be standing on Moon. Ranged will be on Diamond. Tank will be on X. He'll do these orb things. The first time it's going to be ranged, healer, and off tank, and they're going to run. So if you get a purple orb on you, you're going to... we're going to see if we can get another Demon Gate down. But you'll go from Moon up this way, and then you'll run up these stairs and jump back down. Right?
Okay.
There'll be a purple orb that'll be following you, and it'll be best if you take the Demon Gate. It'll put you here. Kill the slimes when they come down when she does her breath. Phase 2, you are in group 4, so you will run up over to the platform on the X side. This is when she summons ads. You will kill the Mist Caller first, then the big ad over there. It'll be a Grime Lord the first time. The second time it'll be a Night Watch Mariner. You want to kill those down. There'll be tentacles up on these spires that have the X's and the skulls on them. They have to die together. There'll be one on each platform. After the ones on the top platform goes down, they'll be on the spires down directly below them. You'll jump down. Again, they have to die together. Mist Callers need to be killed when they pop up. I think the last set of tentacles is here in the back. So you see these patterns on these spires. That's the tentacle spikes. And then phase 3, I think, is the same stuff as phase 1.
Except the orbs drop stuff behind them.
Yeah.
But I still do the same thing.
Yeah, if there's a purple circle, you have to stand in it to soak.
Oh, okay.
The purple circle will come out when she does the breath, so it should come down through the middle. So whoever doesn't have an orb within a few seconds after that breath comes down, usually its range runs over and soaks the purple orbs. But they all need to be soaked.
Then you have to heal them, or they get mind controlled.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of stuff.
We haven't got to the third part yet, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry, we haven't gotten there yet.
Don't worry.
We'll probably die a couple of more times, and you'll have plenty of time to see what's going on.
Okay. We're gonna one-shot this. We don't need to think negative like that. Let's just blessings of Zim it out right now.
Alright. Are we ready?
Alright, on your bull tanks.
Stud.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your souls belong to me!
If you get a debuff, I'll take them to see run towards the creature.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2.
Tentacles are up.
Let the shadows take you!
That's a tentacle smash.
Slimes.
On your side. 2 and 4 up to the right.
You gotta kill the slimes first.
Get the slimes.
Join the ranks of my Cavaldier!
Beware.
Do not interrupt these
Within
guys.
the fall!
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Yeah, Miss Waters first. Other ads. Slow down on that left hand. Yeah.
No, drop down.
Kill the Mist Watcher first.
Yeah, slow down, slow down. There we go, back up top.
Wait for hands before the tentacle.
Beware. On the way.
Slow down on the right tentacle. Spread out if you're by the Grime Lord.
We're about to kill, yeah, just killed him. Like, drop back down.
Tentacles are in the back this time.
I don't have a time.
You have rod saver.
And then these are the last ones, or?
Yeah.
Mist Watcher up.
Mist
Slow,
Watcher.
slow down on the one.
We're close enough that we can just kill them together.
Your efforts are for naught, mortals.
Everybody run back to your spots.
4,
Half loss.
2,
Or, yeah, Shaman.
The cold
Shaman.
shatter you.
Tweezer.
And despair.
Tweezer, half loss.
2, 1.
Got stuck over here. The purple things are over here.
You did explain Fetid Rot.
Fetid Rot should not have still been out. What the heck?
Forever.
2, 1.
The cold will shatter you.
Beware.
Oh, we didn't get the tentacles down properly because okay, I don't think we did.
No, it was fine. Someone just people were running around the rod.
Another soul drowned.
Okay.
4,
That was phase 3.
So,
2,
when you're fighting Grime Lord, you need to make sure that you are 5 yards away
barely worth
from
my
everybody else,
time.
because if you're within 5 yards, you can spread that rot, and that's no good.
Oh god, and that just got everybody. Somebody had it and they just gave it to everyone. Oh no.
The damage stacks exponentially, so it's like one time, 2 times, 4 times, 8 times damage each time it's crit.
Please, people. Yeah, that's bad.
Come, mortals. You
Well, we saw
have
the third
earned an
phase.
eternity of
We
torment.
saw
We
it.
got pretty.
It does
We lost
exist.
somebody. Somebody just left. List again. The extra person does help. A lot.
Yeah.
So was it the rot? Yeah.
So somebody had the debuff from the Grime Lord, and it hadn't fallen off before they got close, and it just jumped around.
Jump around.
Yeah, Fetid Rot should not last into phase 3.
It's not ready yet.
I have many, many wares. Many farewells.
Alright, can we have another summoning portal? They're not in Discord anymore, so I am not sure. Were they? They were here, right?
Not sure.
So I'm just gonna wait. Be a couple minutes. I don't know if you guys want to take a bio break, just because Nightforms has been here for a lot of our attempts and has stayed for the whole thing. So I don't want to just kick them if they're having technical difficulties.
We'll just do a 5-minute bio break.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? We'll take 5 for bio. So while we're waiting, I absolutely hate the Warlock Mage Tower. It's the worst thing ever.
Which spec?
Affliction. Which makes it even worse because I've done it on my Balance Druid, which is the same one.
Do you want help with it?
I mean, I would love tips, but I'll be quite honest, it's probably just going to come down to me actually practicing it. I mean, I have been reading like the Infernal Cheese strategy. I've been trying that. I can knock him out of Purgatory and keep going, but it's just there's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I got the Infernal Cheese strat to work as well. It just really depends on how much DPS you can pump out in a short time, and yeah, Seed of Corruption really was the way to go. I went with the Perma Corruption, you know, the one where you put it on, it doesn't come off, and oh shoot, what else did I do? Dang. And see, I did actually end up getting the Lego that everyone recommends to help slow him, but then I didn't end up needing to slow him because like I had the Infernal tank him the whole time, so so the Lego definitely isn't necessary.
Right? Yeah, like my Warlock is like 900 item level. I'm like,
Yeah, see, mine's like 940, so.
Right. Yeah, I and 900 item level, and I barely play it. So.
Yeah, see, I was Destruction. My main spec on Warlock was Destruction, but I gathered so much gear in gearing her out on Destruction that I had enough stuff I could switch over that was appropriate for Affliction. And then for like each of the Mage Towers, I focused on like 3 at a time. Is what I did. So I did Disc Priest, Destruction Warlock, and Windwalker Monk. Like I focused on those 3 for a week, and then I did those 3 Mage Towers, and then I focused on 3 other people for a week. So all I did for the entire week in between was Mythic plus Antaurus for essences and emissaries and invasions to try to get Legos. That's all I did was work on those 3 tunes and nobody else that entire week. And I managed, I got like so I managed to get like a bunch of gear and a bunch of Legos in a short space of time, and then focused on the next 3, and then so I get all the DPS ones down. I'm probably not gonna do any of the healer ones, but my very last one I'm gonna work on is Blood Tank. So if I can get that down, I will have 26 down.
Nice. Yeah, I pretty much focused on my druid is my main character, and that's pretty much the only one that I play. So I was happy because I got all of mine for every spec. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm good. And I just started kind of messing with the warlock, just because I was like, oh, why not? I'll just give it a shot. I'm probably not going to mess with any of the other ones because I don't really play. I leveled all my characters up, but I don't really play them at all. I mean, they're all pretty lowly
You got the
geared.
person in
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I've had one of each class since Kata, so like each X pack, I leveled them all up to max. So I had they were already at 110 when when the Mage Towers came out. And I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna have to try to get them all, and that didn't really end up happening, but I got most of them. So.
Oh yeah.
This expansion was very hard on alcoholics like me.
Yes.
But like I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied that I got all the DPS ones. So I mean, if I get the blood tank, that'll be nice because I'm not really a tank, but I enjoy blood tank when I do play it. So like if I can get that one, that's it. That's my last one, and I'll be happy.
Alright. I'm gonna, I should feel bad.
far away.
It's the power of the rainbows.
Don't cross the streams.
Yes!
Do not waste my time.
I mean, do you guys want to try with 19? I know that we should have 20. I just kind of feel bad if everybody's just standing around.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, you still have the queue open, so.
Right. Oh, I didn't put a feast down, huh?
So hungry.
I know.
Drown in despair,
Oh my god.
dogs of Odin!
Yeah. Sorry.
Now we're definitely gonna get it.
4,
Relish the cold kiss of the sea.
Oh, that why?
Oh, you still got an orb on me? What?
Worst feast ever.
Another soul drowned.
Who did this? Why?
3, 1.
How did you pull it?
I went to talk. No, I went to talk. And I have fire rate expectation.
We're used to it.
Do what? Yeah. The guild is used to it. Sorry.
Although the times that she has mistakenly pulled, we have actually killed the boss before.
Yeah. That's usually what happens. Sorry, what?
You killed the boss before?
I
What's
have
cool?
many lucky dudes
Yeah,
you
when we
like.
did botanist
Oh, I wasn't
Good
there for that.
fortune to us.
And Portal Keeper.
and Portal Keeper.
I was there for that.
Come,
But I'm guessing not
mortals,
this one.
You have earned
No,
an
Not this one.
eternity of
And
torment.
normally what I do is I just focus the boss and then don't have her targeted, but that was not the case this time. Sorry.
I have many, many wares.
Ooh.
Alright, can we summon the warrior? This time I'm gonna put a feast down, and I'm not gonna pull the boss. That's the plan.
Yeah, right. Heard that before.
That's the plan. Ready check is for the feast. Ha! I did it.
Alright, so you're gonna get one anyway. Melee's gonna stand up by Moon. Range will be on Diamond. If you get Tainted of the Sea, run to green. Tanks will be on X. She will summon orbs. Ranged will get them first. They'll run up the stairs and jump down. The second time it happens, Melee will get it. You'll take the Demon Gate from up by Moon to here, run up the stairs and jump down. Kill the Bile Breath ads when they get spawned. Stand in the Tentacle Slams. Phase 2, groups 1 and 3 will run up to this platform where I'm at, the square. On the Diamond side, groups 2 and 4 will run up to the X platform. There'll be tentacles that have to die together. Mist Watcher gets killed first. Then the big ads, you'll have a Night Watch Marine on one side, Grime Lord on the other. If you're fighting the Grime Lord, stay 5 yards apart. When you kill the tentacles on the top, jump down, start working on the ones on the bottom. They'll be on those spires right next to her, near X and Moon. There'll be another Mist Watcher in the center that'll have to be killed. Then the tentacles will be in the back, and we'll do the same thing. There'll be, or before that, I think we have 2 more big ads we have to kill and run up to the top, and it's just kind of like that throughout the whole phase. And then phase 1 is the same as, or phase 3 is the same as phase 1. There'll be purple swirlies on the ground you want to soak, and stuff like that. And we will lust in phase 3.
It's too far away.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drown in despair, lapdogs of Odin!
Slime ahead up and then range orb.
Mine forever!
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's gonna be tentacle strikes, so those need to be soaked, and
Mine forever!
There were 3. People weren't
No,
stacked.
there were 2 orbs up. I'm sorry.
Beware.
Tremble!
Get out of the way, get out of the way.
4, 3,
I don't think they're supposed to be there.
1.
Darkness upon your soul! Soon you
wanna just
will
wait
join the
for-
ranks of my
Yeah,
cabal
wait.
here.
2, 1.
We're underwater.
Your doom lurks
Don't
within
release
the
heavy
fog.
res.
Yeah, people need to be stacked up tight for those orbs. They need to be all on top of each other. So that when the orbs come out, everyone moves at the same time. If you have it, you move one way. If you don't have it, you move the other
Odin's
as a
fabled
group.
champions. Ha!
Oops, I
Barely
didn't
worth
mean to do
my
that.
time.
It's habit, man, to hit release.
I know.
Yes.
And melee, when you're standing exactly on Moon, you can still hit her. She's got a very large hitbox.
Come, mortals. You have earned an eternity of torment.
Alright, I'm gonna put a feast down and
Target the boss.
yes, and target the boss. I listed us, but why don't we try to practice a little bit while we're waiting?
Is both the warrior being in here is still gonna matter? No, right? Because he's not in the group.
Do what now?
The warrior that left is still in. Like, I'm standing right by him.
He just hasn't queued out yet. He left the raid, right?
Yeah. Okay.
He'll get out eventually. Doesn't affect us.
So, ranged, be like right on the diamond.
The only time you should move off your marker is for Taint of the Sea, and you just want to move. You just want to move out of Taint of the Sea, but be right, still close to the marker, and then move back into the marker as soon as the taint is gone.
You still open the tentacle because I'm about done doing it myself.
Yeah. If you notice that the tentacle is getting ready to go, to slam, yeah, just and nobody's over there with you, just call it out.
Yeah, it's been consistent 100% every single time.
No, I know. I'm just saying because people are probably looking at other things and not paying attention to that. So if you say something, then we can get over there.
Right, what I'm saying, no one's been in the tentacles ever. So, I've been the only one.
All right, whenever you guys ready.
Someone was away.
Oh.
I'll do another ready check.
They can't join our group.
She phased out.
They can't join our group.
Right. Want to just go with this?
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drown in despair, lapdogs of Odin! Tremble! Quake! Mine! Mine forever!
Powerful still dying.
I got stuck. That's how I died.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at him for so
2, 1.
Let the shadows take you!
That's my bad.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Darkness upon your soul! Another soul drowned! Do I have your attention?
Tentacles in the back. Can you dispel? Thanks.
Soon you will join the ranks of my Cavaldir! Break upon the waves!
Slow down on the right tentacle.
Ours is not even close to down. Okay, now it's down.
Back up top.
Break upon the waves!
I'm out of range.
Okay, guys, to the right, stay 5 yards apart.
Let's kill it, you gotta kill it.
Left tentacle needs to stop. Everybody down.
The goose left-footed rods stay away.
I'm out of range.
Slow down on tentacle on the right.
Maybe that's easier when we're on bottom. We just kill both. So we have to go back up top now.
Yeah, we got a third platform.
Within the fog.
Right down, right.
I should just die.
Top right. We haven't even started the left yet.
Focus on the ground.
On the way.
Right side.
Well, like it would be easier if people didn't die though.
Beware. Lurks within the fog.
Oh, we're just gonna DPS is dead.
Alright, surrender.
Break upon the waves. Soon the halls of Valor will fall. Odin's last days are upon him.
So there were a couple of other things that the groups I was in were doing differently. Instead of having DKs interrupt the Mist Watcher, they were having the tanks, because one tank goes up each time. They were having the tank for each side take care of the interrupts.
I mean, that's not the problem though. That's easy to do.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying. Well, a couple of times there was nobody there. There was nobody there to interrupt her at all. I didn't see,
Yeah. But we lost like 4 people at the start.
yeah. The thing they were doing differently was having people DPS the tentacles to 50% and then stop, and then make sure the ads were down, and then continue DPSing the tentacles. I don't know if that would help you guys, but that's how they were doing it. So like having everybody DPS it, and like what? So basically, instead of having people have to watch both tentacles, they were having you stop at 50% on your tentacle, and then wait until the raid lead called out to everybody to continue DPSing, basically. I don't know if that would help, but... So that way people don't have to... They were doing that so people didn't have to keep watching both tentacles, because we're definitely having trouble getting the tentacles down.
We were uneven on the sides. I mean, we should be paying attention to the tentacles. But, yeah, I think in that poll was mostly because we had some people dead at the start, and it got a little even more skewed on the second part. People went up top again.
I offer greetings.
Oh, thanks.
You feed me. It's not a lot, but it's what I got.
I mean, not a lot is still plenty to be grateful for.
Who dares summon me?
this will be our last pull of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Let's kill her right now.
Let's do it.
For the Alliance.
5,
You
4,
were not prepared.
3, 2, 1.
Drown in despair, lapdogs of Odin!
4,
Relish the cold kiss of
1.
Another soul drowned!
Tentacle strike is coming up.
4, 2, 1.
Darkness upon your soul!
Orbs.
Beware. It is the green swirly, by the way.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Darkness upon your soul! Soon you will join the ranks of my Cavaldier!
2, 1.
Break upon the waves!
Focus on the ass before we get to the tentacle. Do not, no, slow, don't. Okay, tentacles will go. Slow down on the right, way slow.
Stop.
Why do I have full threat on the Grime Lord? Where's the tank?
In cat form. My bad.
Drop down.
On the waves!
Careful, somebody's got fetid rot.
The ad's off the platform.
Stop on the left side. We gotta kill right side tentacle.
Odin lurks within the fog!
You can kill left side now, probably. Why do waves just keep coming? What's going on?
Because his mist weaver's up.
Odin lurks within the fog!
Beware.
So you have to kill them up there first and then drop down. Otherwise, that stuff happens, I guess.
The Mist Watchers stay up. She keeps sending up ships. Because they power her up every time she hits 100.
Beware.
On the waves!
Beware.
Odin's fabled champions. Ha! Barely worth my time.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Come, mortals. You have earned an eternity of
Alright guys,
torment.
that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for coming. It was a pleasure dying with you.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
You know, if anybody wants to do it again at some point, you can always whisper me or add me to battle tag or whatever.
Thank you for including me.
Thanks for coming, Mezzy.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
That's right, we saw phase 3. Yeah! Made progress.
Yep.
Might want to try moving the purple diamond to the left more.
Hey guys, I'm gonna practice putting down a feast.
Yeah.
Be
For
careful
some
not
reason,
to fall.
that purple, that purple spot was not good for me. I don't know why.
No.
So you had to jump. If you turned around, you had to actually jump to get up the ledge.
I think that's what the problem was. Like, I was getting caught on it, and I'm like, what the frick is catching me? Because it happened a couple of times, and I'm like, okay, it didn't happen before.
Yeah, the last time I was paying attention to what killed me, and that's what it was. I couldn't jump up the ledge. I had to jump twice, and by then it was too late.
Right? Yeah, I just said screw it and just displacer beast. But, you know.
Nice. We're allowed to walk everywhere.
Right?
Do you use circle? Is that a circle?
Circle's on the other side because I have to burn my health down just to run across the room.
So that was nice. We got some more ideas on how to do stuff.
Yeah, we got her to, like, what was it? 35%?
Yeah.
We saw that phase 3 really exists.
Phase 3 exists! Holy crap! Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long they're gonna, like, let us keep doing this. Like, I don't know when pre-patch is gonna come out, and if they're gonna change it so it's, like, because this is supposedly going away, the title for this, so I'm not sure. But, I mean, keep trying. I don't mind doing Mythic.
I'll probably do Mythics tomorrow or something. Maybe. If I log on. I think I'm going through this thing that people call World of Warcraft burnout.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I have been spending most of my time AFK fishing in Black Desert Online.
And I've been busy swimming around in Subnautica.
Yeah. Like, I literally am just sitting there and AFK fishing, and every once in a while, I look and see if my inventory is filled up, and if it's filled up, then I go and sell and make a crap ton of money. And then go back and AFK fish again.
Yeah, I'm either playing Final Fantasy 14 or Ark nowadays.
I tried Ark, but I just couldn't quite get it.
Ark is more fun if you have people to play with. I'll be honest.
Yeah, because I mean, I spawn in an easy area, and a level 22 thing comes along and bites me in the ass before I can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me at first. That's why I waited for my brother to actually, you know, show me how to create a server and we actually play together.
Yes.
I mean, I finally got a house built, but...
Yeah, we actually, in one of our ventures, we actually got a Tech Rex. The Tech Rex is freaking awesome.
Nice. Yeah, we haven't played. We played, is it still in, early access, or did they launch it?
It's launched. launched.
It's launched.
Yeah.
Okay. we played like we bought it when it was in early access and played with another friend of ours, and holy cow, we had a good time. I mean, it was so much fun. But then I guess we just kind of stopped, you know. But it was fun while we were. I keep forgetting. I need to log into Final Fantasy and to train up my squadron, but I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Like they're finally I'm able to do actual dungeons with them, which is nice.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. I liked that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did it once as